Good morning. What time is it where you're at? The East Coast is 7 o'clock. I just woke up out of my sleep. Good morning. Why is this little thing popping up next to y'all's name? I don't know. I guess that means I don't know what that means, but it says top fans. I guess I don't know. Is that something I've never seen that before? It's all good. Oh, you came a long way from St. Louis. Oh, I don't want to bring up my St. Louis days. I was just emailing. I was just sending. I'm in Texas. I was just sending Shorty a message from they used to be on the radio station in St. Louis. I just sent him a message earlier tonight, this morning. I'm trying to remember what was the name of that straight club in St. Louis where they had those auditions at. What I went to, I don't remember the name of that straight club that I went to, but it was a big club. It was huge. It's a big straight, and I didn't even know that it had another side to it. When I did the auditions for the radio station. Good morning. Thank you for the one like. I don't remember. No, but I know how to block people. Hmm. Hi, Brazil. So this is not a. This is. Let me warn you guys. This is not me doing my little comedy skits. So I'm not putting up with the bullshit this morning. So you want to be blocked, you can be blocked. So chill. How do you go live on YouTube? Well, they say you used to. They say you used to have a lot. Sorry, they say that you used to have at least 1,000 subscribers, but I don't think that's the case anymore. I don't even think that's the case anymore. I think just um, I don't know. I don't know because I've been going live since mm, moderators. Let's start blocking people, okay? Moderators, let's start blocking the hate, okay? Because I'm not in the mood today. I'm not. If I was doing my regular show, I wouldn't care, but I'm not. Yeah. So come in with the crazy comments and get blocked. Okay. But yeah, cause see, you used to have 1,000 subscribers, but I know if you have this thing called good morning. If you have this thing called StreamYard, you can go live with that. You can go live with StreamYard, but I don't know. It's been so long. I've been going live since 2012, I think, 2011, 12. So I've been going live for a while. So I don't know. Yeah. Well, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but if you're dumb and stupid enough to think that that was, if you can't see that that's a skit, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So have a good day. Bye bye. Bye bye. Some crazy retarded people on here. It's like just crazy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, nephew. What's going on? You said click on. Well, not everybody. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Does I don't know how many people you have to have now to go live. Yeah. I know on TikTok they say you have to have 1,000, but not, you don't anymore. Are you at work? I understand. Yeah, a lot of them you don't. A lot on TikTok. I think you have 300 or 400. I guess I don't know. hmm But anyway, I just woke up and I just came on to see what everybody had going on this morning. I've been eating plums all night. I got me a whole thing of plums. I just love plums. You say you don't need followers on YouTube. I just have you can go live on TikTok is different. So are you saying you go live? You can go live on YouTube without a bunch of followers? Yeah, they may have changed it. I don't know because I've been going live for a long time. Yeah, they probably changed it. Yeah. Yep, they probably changed it. Oh boy. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's 1,000, but YouTube is 50. Oh boy, they went down. Okay, good. Okay, well, that's good for them. I know that's good for a lot of people. If you can't get 50 people to follow you, you don't need to go live. If you don't get 50 people to follow you, you don't need to go live. You've got one friend and you go live. Okay, cool. I'm trying to figure out how I can bring people onto my live on my phone, but every time I see it, but then every time I try to use it, it doesn't work. So I don't know. Ooh. I don't know. It doesn't work. Every time I try to use it, it doesn't work. And last night I had he was using my StreamYard to bring people into the live, but nobody. I don't know. I think it's YouTube that stops all those people from coming. I don't know. I could be wrong, but when I use StreamYard, I can't get people to come into the live. StreamYard is it's like it's something you download. It's like you can, and you can bring in four or five. You can bring up to 10 people. And I want to use that because a lot of people who come into my lives when I'm doing my little comedy skits and stuff, I want them to come into my live so we can roast each other. But every time I go live on StreamYard, my numbers don't go up. They don't move. So I may try it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. Then I'm gonna get up in about a couple of hours, and I'm gonna try to use the StreamYard, and I'm gonna do the wig, and I'm gonna do a breakfast thing, and I'm gonna see if it if people will come. I don't know if YouTube is stopping that because you can go live with people on YouTube, but I don't know how. I have a life. Apparently, you don't have one. You're watching me. Yeah. So you guys, just so you know, those who follow me and like my comedy skits, this is not a regular show. This is conversation. So if you like seeing my little comedy skits and you don't want to be removed, remember whatever you say that's negative, you will be removed from my live. So if you want to get your little 5 minutes of 5 seconds of fame, come and say some smart shit, you'll be removed. Yeah, but I can't. I don't know how to do it on YouTube. They show me, like when you it says, like on YouTube it says, uh, good morning. It says it shows you where you can bring up a person on the live, But when I go live, it doesn't let me do it. So I don't know if it's because I don't have the right phone. I don't know. But satisfactory. I've been doing this a long time. I didn't just start this overnight, but um, I um, I had to switch up what I was doing because the numbers were not adding up. I just did a video actually. I just started my day. I'm still in bed. Um, I just did a video, but I don't think I'm going to release the video. I'm just going to tell you guys what I talked about. So um, hold on, let me see something here. Okay, that's not gonna work. So I was trying to see something. Hold on. Okay. Um, so I don't think I'll release the video. I'll just go ahead and talk about it now since I have everybody on here. So the video was about me. When I first started my YouTube channel, I do celebrity news. Well, actually, when I first started it, I was dressing up as Wendy Williams. I was doing her little skits and stuff like that, and it wasn't doing too well. So then I started doing gossip, and it was okay. I mean, it was good and whatever. So is it saying private? Nah, no. What, I don't know. The one on YouTube, it says click over to the right to have people join your live, and I do it. But then when I go live right now, I don't see that. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll try to Google it or try to look on YouTube and try to find out because I want to bring people on my live while I'm talking. But anyway, so I used to dance a long time ago. People who've been following me, if you go back and look at all my videos from the very beginning, you can say I was dancing and you know, I used to do talking to celebrities in the other room, and it worked, but somewhere it fell off. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I miss you when you dance. Oh, I miss you when you was talking to the celebrities in the other room." Yeah, you do, but you're not. You're apparently somebody's not. Y'all are not sharing those videos. So I've been doing the skits for the last 2 weeks. Well, no, actually, it started in Houston, but I didn't get serious about it until I moved. And I've been doing the skits for the last 2 weeks, and my numbers have grown. Here's the evidence right here. One second. I'm trying to remember how I do this. See how to do this. Okay. Okay, give me a second. Try to see here. Hold on. I just forgot how to do it that fast. Okay, maybe. No. How do I do this? I thought I know how to bring on pictures. I just forgot that fast. Oh, maybe this is. So the numbers don't lie. So you can see here. Well, you can't really see that. That's not showing anything. Let me see. Okay, nope, that's not showing anything either. None of these things. They're too big. Yeah, they're too big. They're not. They're too huge. Yeah, it's too big. It won't let me show that. Let me see about this. Okay, even this here. This was last night. You see, I got 54 new subscribers. Every time I go live, when the last 10 videos I've done, I've gotten 50 to 50 plus subscribers in the last 2 weeks. So I tell people, yes, you like to see me dance. You like to see the celebrities in the other room. Hear me talk about celebrities in the other room. And I will continue doing celebrities in the other room. But, appreciate you for subscribing. Good morning. But but the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. I mean, I have to do what brings the numbers, and I love doing the celebrity news. I'm going to continue doing my celebrity gossip. I'm trying to intertwine that with the little skits that I be doing because I like talking about celebrities. And I'm also going to include my singing, and I play the organ when I play the keyboards. So I'm going to start bringing that in as well. We're going to do some sing-alongs and act crazy because that's what's working for me. At the end of the day, I wish I had a get on YouTube when I was younger. I wish YouTube had been around when I was in my like 26, 27. I probably be appreciate you. I would probably be a millionaire by now because I just don't have the energy that I used to have. I'm much older now, and I just don't have the energy that I used to have when I was younger. When you get a certain age, you just, between work and I'm a musician for my church, and I'm just tired. I'll be tired a lot of times. I try to pull myself. I gotta lose weight. That's the first thing I gotta do. I gotta get rid of this. But a lot of it comes from being in a small town. I moved away from Houston to a smaller town to be closer to my mom, to be around to help her. She's good by herself and she's around my other sisters and stuff. But I just need to be. I just being in a small town is very depressing. Yes, you're right. Thank you for that information. Well, my blanket is not dirty. It's clean. I clean it. I clean it once a week. Sorry that you feel that way. And if you're not laying here with me, what does it matter to you? So, but yeah, so the numbers don't lie. The numbers, if they ain't adding up, you gotta switch it up. Oh, I don't worry about that. I don't worry about people being rude. That's something. Well, that's something I definitely don't want to do is do alcohol because when you get a certain age, man, you can become a diabetic. If you don't eat right, and alcohol definitely won't make it no better. That's the number one the killer is that damn alcohol. I want to. My mama always told me I would end up in Vegas doing my own show, but I just got to include my singing and my keyboard playing and all that. Mhm. There's a lot of people who because listen, comedians aren't what they used to be. So many people have so many people have become famous just by being on social media. And I tell people you don't have to do stand up to be at the comedy club. They just want to know how many people you can sit down in these seats. And you don't even have to be funny. Can you pack this crowd? Can you pack this room out? I've done two comedy shows at the Improv, in drag, in my character. And I was able to do that because I knew people and I had people to come. My day hadn't even got started yet. I'm about to go back to sleep. I just woke up out of my sleep. But no, stand up comedians are fabulous. I love the ones who are really good and know how to do stand up. But that's a hard thing. But you don't have to know how to do stand up to be get booked at an improv comedy club. As long as you can pack the seats, we'll give you a show. And I did, and they gave me an option. And I had a show on a Wednesday. Wednesday nights are hard. And so they gave me a show. Both of my shows were on a Wednesday night. And um and and I do have to give Lunel some credit for that. I would just say credit for that because when I met Lunel at the comedy club, I was there with her, and that's when I was talking to the people and told them who I was and what I did, and I wanted to do a show there, and they let me do the show there, and I knew it had a lot to do with me knowing her because if I didn't know her, I don't think they would have let me do it. But I proved myself. I packed the place out. Unfortunately, we had some ghetto ass motherfuckers who came to the show and didn't pay their food, didn't pay their tabs and shit like that. Just ghetto motherfuckers. I don't worry about the comments. It just depends on what they say. They don't bother me. So yeah, so yeah, and I got to start saying that more often. You don't have to be a stand up comedian as long as you can sit these people in these seats. Yeah, you don't have to be a stand up comedian as long as you can sit these people in these seats. That's all they care about. I mean, look at Nene Leakes. She's not a comedian, but she packed the house out because she's Nene Leakes. Look at Tasha K. She's not a comedian, but she packed the house out because she's Tasha K. Now, I think Armand Wiggins would be great doing improv comedy skits because he knows the celebrities. He can get up there and talk shit about the celebrities, and it would be funny. I would love to go pay a ticket to go see Armand Wiggins because he's funny on his YouTube channel. You know, Satisfactory. I get tired of telling people to hit the live, hit the like. I mean, sometimes they do forget because sometimes I forget when I'm watching people. But only time I really want people to hit my likes is when uh I'm doing my roasting and being roasted and stuff like that. It's like all this time I've been, and here's another thing to all of my fans who've been watching me since day one, since 2011. This is for them. You guys wanted me, you want me to dance, you want me to do celebrities in the other room, you want me to do all that, but you're not sharing my lives. All my new people that have been following me since I started my skits, I got people who've been following me since forever and haven't emailed me. They haven't tried to reach out to me on social. I've even given them. By the way, as a matter of fact, y'all, I have a Facebook, and I'm going to start doing my little skits on Facebook too. So I want you guys to follow me on my Facebook. Matter of fact, I don't even have to tell you where it's at. You just go on my channel, you'll see the Facebook. And I've got people been following me since 2011, and they don't share my lives. They don't share the lives. They don't like. And listen, I'll come into my live, and Angela will tell you this. This was before I started doing the skits because I know most of you guys are new. I would come in and nobody wouldn't say shit. Am I lying, Angela? They wouldn't say nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck? So it's like, okay, I still love y'all, but I gotta move on. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to make new content. I'm trying to, you know, so I got to do what I got to do. You know, today I'm gonna take a nap. I just woke up out of my sleep, and I try to rest as much as I can on a Saturday because I'm in church all day Sunday. I'll play the drums for my church, and I'll be like exhausted. I play for two churches, so I'll be so tired. So I try to rest on Saturdays, even though I really want to go to the mall today. I haven't been to the mall in so long. Just to go. And the thing about it is, it's so hot here in Texas to where you really don't want to be out in that heat. Because man, you get out in that heat, even in a car, it's just so hot. It just drains you. But yeah, okay. If you just tune into the live, if you come in here with smart comments, you will be blocked. Okay. So just chill out. Okay. Chill out, chill out, chill out. I'm not going to block you. Somebody else is going to block you. Just that simple. You know what? Dr. Pepper sounds good, but my doctor just told me the other day I got to stay away from the sweets. Appreciate you. Thank you, Melody. How many of you guys have actually seen me be doing my little skits and stuff? And what made me start doing that was when I would do my drag shows on TikTok, I would be getting out of drag. And I said, well, let me go live on YouTube just to see what everybody's doing, right? Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I got to stay away. She told me 3 months try to do just go sugarless. Can I do plums and grapes and stuff? Is that okay? Because I love plums. I've been eating plums all night. What wigs? My wigs are over in my closet. Today when I wake up, oh, you plums are okay. Plums and grapes. Okay, I love plums. Oh, and I didn't know. Good morning. I didn't know that plums. You have to like when you first get them from the store. Sometimes when they're real hard, you have to let them sit. Oh, okay. So don't overeat plums. Okay. So like one a day, two a day. Good morning. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy. Like Angela would tell you, peaches. Oh, yeah, I love peaches too. But Angela would tell you that there was times from the people who have been watching me since forever, way before you guys came on the scene. I would go live, and I would never get this many people on my live. Am I right, Angela? And these people say, "Oh, we love you, PT. We support you, but you guys don't come. You don't even talk to me when I go live. Not that you have to, but you don't even socialize with me on social media. So what am I supposed to do? I have to move on with my life. Which is my favorite wig? I don't know. I don't know. All berries are the best. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I got to buy more wigs. I need to start getting Caucasian wigs, male and female wigs too. I got male characters that I do and stuff. I just got to start doing. Y'all gonna really die when I start doing playing the organ or the piano. When I play my piano and sing, that's gonna be really really funny. Yeah. I didn't hear what you said, Frog. Let me see. I would love to help you. I'm gonna follow your social saying you can send me. Uh, I wouldn't. Why would I send you? Send me your settings. No, darling, I wouldn't send you my settings. I don't know. Maybe you don't mean any harm by that, but I don't share nothing. None of my settings or nothing with people. None of that. I've done pretty good so far, Melody. Maybe I'm misunderstanding you, but I don't share nothing with nobody when it comes to my YouTube channel. Yeah, comedian PT at yahoo.com. My email address is on the front of my channel where people can email me and stuff. I feel so bad. This lady from the UK, I think she was from the UK or wherever, and she sent me a long, beautiful letter. And when I went to click on it, I hit something and it disappeared. And I wanted to respond to her. It's not in trash. It's not in spam. And I'm ticked because I can't find it. I hate that because I like getting emails from people. I really do. In spite of what, even when you wake up, you look gorgeous. Well, I'm not a queen. I'm PT. You just call me PT. I, um, what I do is just like a character. I don't live my life like that. Do you check files? Yeah, it might be in that. I don't know, but I hate that because I wanted to respond to that person. Oh, let me tell y'all something. And in spite of what all the hate and the negative stuff that I get, I do get a lot of positive things, and I love when I got this message the other day where the lady said she had cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just thought maybe you have a wrong setting. No, no, no. My settings are right. My settings are good. No, yeah, I know you didn't mean any harm. I was just saying. Um, and she said she had cancer, and her watching me, it just really made her want to live. And so it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that. It's just an act. It's just a comedy thing. And it's what's funny is when people say, how old are you? I say I'm 25. They're like, you're not 25. And oh my God, I set the internet on fire when I say, because I'm a woman. It was so fun. And it's so hard for me to stay in character because sometimes I want to laugh so hard. These people, I'm like, do y'all really believe that? I think that I'm a woman with a voice this deep? But it's all fun. It's all fun. It's just fun. Oh my God, it's just fun. Yeah, I'm trying to perfect it. Hello, mom. Well, I was in the hospital was it 2 years ago, Angela? Well, you was following me 2 years ago? Yeah, I had got food poisoning at the at the worst. Not just like throwing up food poisoning, but in the hospital for a whole week food poisoning with IV in my arms and breathing tubes and um, all of that. Yeah, you can go back and look at my videos, you'll see it. And I am 64 years old. Oop, I just told my age. It's okay. I just celebrated my birthday in July. It's all on my internet. You just go and look, you'll see everything. And I've never in my life spent the night inside of a hospital. I've never in my life spent the night inside of the hospital. You look like Vin Diesel. No, we don't look alike. You can't see. And I have so much respect for doctors and nurses. And yeah, see, I wasn't that deep. I didn't go that deep. Yeah. Your comments will come through if you stop being ugly. But I couldn't taste my food. I couldn't eat. They wouldn't let me eat for a week. And then I got shingles when I got out the hospital. I had to go back to the hospital. So, but I'm good now. But I have so much respect for doctors and nurses and even the cleanup crew. And I mean, you don't know what it feels like to be at the mercy of the nurses and the doctors to help you get out of there. You know, like I couldn't go to the restroom by myself. I couldn't do anything. They wouldn't let me eat. I couldn't even taste water. When you can't taste water, that's horrible. They told me it was just a bad food poisoning. I still have the paper. I kept all the paperwork, and I actually, I'm a big boy. I'm a big man. I'm a cancer, and I cry a lot. And I cried like I really cried. Like every night I was in the hospital, I just cried, cried, cried because these people were helping me get back to where I was. I knew they were helping me, and I remember when I got up to use the restroom. I think the second day I was in the hospital, I made a boo boo in the bedroom. And I thought that it was just gas. And I got up and I turned around and I looked and I started crying. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm a grown fucking man and I'm doing this. And so the lady was like, "What are you crying for?" I said, "Because I'm a grown man and I have to get these people to help me go to the bathroom, you know?" Oh, God. And she said, "Well, she said there's been people that come here, and uh, she said that there's people who come here and they don't make it out. It was very serious. I was in the hospitals for a whole week. Uh, and she said, you're nice. She said, you're very nice. She said, there's a lot of people coming here. They're mean. They cuss us out. I said, why would they do that? And they're on their deathbed. She said, they do. And I mean, I don't know, guys. I hope I never go through that again. But yeah, I've been to hospitals, but I never spent the night in one. Never spent the night in one. That was crazy. No, it was food poisoning. For those who just got in here, I was telling you it was food poisoning. It was food poisoning. Yeah, it was food poisoning. I know how I got it. I was okay. So I work for Marriott. So I was going back to my job. I was moving back to Houston. I felt very helpless. Yes, and I was too proud to ask for the help to go to the restroom. So they had this monitor. They was monitoring my heart, and I tried to get up and go to the bathroom by myself. And the thing went off. Oh yeah, I'm good. This was 2 years ago. And they ran in there. It's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm in Texas. They're like, you can't do that. Hmm. Oh, expired mushrooms, or you gotta. When you go to the store, you gotta even yogurt. Somebody told me some people have died from eating yogurt that was expired. So make sure y'all look on this things, when you. But anyway, so what happened was, I was moving back to Houston, okay, and the hotel I was at, Marriott's. We have different hotels. We have the Residence Inn, which usually that's where I like to stay. We have Town Place Suites. If you've been following me, I was just at the Town Place Suites last week for my birthday, and then we also have, we have different hotel. So I always like to stay at the one. I was about to move into my place, so I stayed there. I was staying with a friend, but I figured the day before I moved in, the week before I moved in, let me go just get a hotel for a couple of days. It's just chill. And so I had did a show on TikTok. I did like a drag show on TikTok when I was getting out of drag. So I went to go. I went to go. Um, I had my sausage. It was my Pernell sausage is my favorite. And so I went to go. These hotels, they're supposed to have pots and pans and all of that. So they didn't have the pots and pans in there. So I said, well, I'll just put it in my air fryer. So I put it in the air fryer, and then it started smoking. Well, whether you work for the Marriott or not, you don't want the smoke alarm to go off at 2 or 3 in the morning. So I shut it off. I said, oh, it looks cooked. It looks like it's cooked. So I put it in the microwave. Put it in the microwave, had my little eggs and all that kind of stuff. And um, and ate it, didn't think nothing of it. Woke up the next morning about 3, 4 in the morning. It was done. It was over. It was over. It was done. My whole body shut down, and I feel sorry for the person who had to clean that room. And I was so I didn't want to go to the hospital because I thought I would be better. Because I've had food poisoning before, but I didn't realize mine was that bad. So I said, oh, I just need some Imodium AD, because Imodium AD is good, but Imodium AD didn't even help me. I couldn't even drink water. So when I tried to drink water, it would come up. That's how bad it was. So, um, oop, is the sun out yet? Yep, sun is coming out over here, and so so my friend who lives in Fulshire, Texas, um, um, I was in Houston, and he was like, "Well, I don't want you." He was like, "I don't want you to go to the hospitals in Houston. I'm going to bring you out here in Fulshire." And so I was like, "Okay, cool." I'm in Texas. Does an apple cider vinegar? Oh, I don't know. So, so I said, "Well, come and get me," because it was on a Saturday when I did the show. So it was Sunday. I didn't really want to bother him because he has to work early Monday mornings. I said, "Well, come and get me when you get off from work Monday." Oh, I got worse. Oh, I got worse. I got worse. So, all of you people who follow me and like to see my skits, chill out before you get blocked. I'm not doing skits right now. I'm just talking. Goddamn, chill. Okay. Because if you don't, you're going to get blocked. And I really want y'all to stick around for my shows. But if you don't, you're going to get blocked. Chill. Okay. So, so it was so bad to where when it was time for me to go pay for my room, good morning, Keita, for me to pay for my room for the next day, I had went there and I didn't even really have to do that, but I just wanted to do it because I was under my company rate. So they was like, I went to the front and I had my phone and I couldn't get into my phone. That's how sick I was. Like my mind was like I had no control of my body, and I was trying to be strong. I was trying to be like I can do this, I can do this. And they're like, well, just go back to the room and just lay down and relax. I went back to the room, and all I remember was waking up and later, and I went back and I finally remember how to get into my phone to unlock my phone to pay for my next day. Anyway, long story short, he came and got me the next day, Monday after work, and I still was being stubborn. And I go, take me to your house. I don't want to go to the hospital. He said, okay. He took me to his house. I got to his house and fell out. He said, you're going to the hospital. And so he took me to the hospital. And as soon as I got there, they checked my blood. They checked my blood pressure, uh, and as soon as they did all that, I just fainted right there. All I remember was waking up in the bed. I remember waking up with the IVs in my arms and all that, And then, and then, so when I got out that Friday, the doctor, I noticed this eye here was something going on with this eye, and I'm like, hmm. So, um, my friend was like, well, I had to go get my medication for the food poisoning that I had. So he said, you need to go back to the doctor because your eye looks fucked up. Like this eye was like way down here. You remember Angela? Remember I still I got the picture where my eye was like way down here and had those little spots on it and shit. And I was like, what the fuck is going on with my eye? Like, so, so when he took me back to the hospital, they say you was just here for a whole week. What are you doing back here? I say something going on with my eye. So they took me to the back room. They put some stuff in my eye. She looked at it. She said, "You got shingles in your eye." What? So they gave me some medication and cleared it up, and now I'm good. So shout out to all the nurses, the doctors, the everybody who works at these hospitals who bring people back to life. I don't know what we would do without you. I don't know. No, you don't. You're full of shit because you've been talking shit this whole time. You don't like me, so stop it. But anyway, guys, I gotta go. I just came on here. Thank you, Angela, for your help. I appreciate the love. I always tell people before I go, if you enjoy my content, you can send a super chat or my Cash App is listed below, and my Venmo is the same as my Cash App. I will be back this afternoon to do some little comedy skits and stuff because I don't want to be up all night because I got to be up early Sunday morning for church, so I can't be up all night Saturday night doing skits, okay? So, but I do appreciate all the love and all the support. But yeah, I'm gonna go look for my keyboard this week so I can start singing and stuff. So I can start singing and yeah, so I can have. I really got to bring y'all on to my live, man. I really, really want to do that. I really want to bring people onto my live. I really do. I want to hear what y'all got to say. All right, guys. Yeah, let's see. I think the sun is coming up over here. Let's see. Yeah, I believe she's out. She is out. Yep, she's out. Is the sun a she or he? Block Chris. Okay, I've had enough, Chris. Go ahead and block Chris. Chris, you're out. Take care. You outside in the yard. I tried to give Chris a chance. He'll go get another fake page and come back. He'll make a fake page and come back like they all do. All right, y'all. Good night, good morning. See y'all later. See y'all later on. Bye. Take care, y'all. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate you. Bye-bye, y'all. Bye-bye.